Okay, guys, how's it going out there? Rooster and 10, roostercb.com, out here in the dungeon, testing on the big 800 amp power supply and the big dummy load back there. Got us a 6-pill 2879C box that's going up for sale. Fatboy, nice amp, dual fan cabinet, so it's actually in a 8-pill cabinet, so you get some extra airflow and a little bit of extra cabinet space there. We're going to test it with my 2970N2. I haven't used this radio in a while to test anything, but it's really the best thing I have to test this amp with. I initially tested it with an all the way 497, and it did pretty good. It did about 500 average and about 1300 PEP, which isn't bad at 15 volts, but I want to see a little bit more out of it and show you guys that it could do a little bit more. So figured I'd test it with the 2970N2. Now, here's the story on this amp. It is previously owned. Okay, I sold it to a local here a while back, but he ran it very little. He hardly ran it at all. He's traded for a bunch of amps since then. He's had 16 pills, 24 pills, 32 pills. He's had all kinds of stuff. So he ended up turning loose a bunch of stuff the other day, and this happened to be part of it. And again, I could tell you guys this thing was brand new and nobody would ever know the difference. But we're not that way. We'll let you know that it is pre-owned, but it is in nice shape and working just like new. So I will show you guys a demonstration video of it here, and we'll get it listed up on the website for what I think will be a pretty fair price. Now, as far as the drive on this, okay, my general rule of thumb, per two 2879Cs, for instance, per 2-pill, I would say no more than 100 watts PEP in. Now, that said, some people are doing crazy stuff out there. I've seen people put 150 watts into a 2-pill. Does that mean that's what I recommend? No. We're going to be around 300 plus or minus going into this one, PEP. And we're going to be probably around 150 average. But I'll show you guys all that before we test it. But that's my kind of recommendation, okay? I would stay as close to 300 PEP as you can. And somewhere between 100 and 150 average is where I would try to be. You know, obviously the less it's going to do less, more it's going to do a little more. Now, we're at 15 volts for this video. And being 2879Cs, they can take, you know, regular talking 15 to probably 16 and a half volts. But we're going to be on the low side of that. We're going to be on 15. So take all that in consideration when you see how much it's doing. Nice amp. Has a remote jack on the back, a ground lug for your ground, and then two hot wires coming out for your hot connection. But before we turn it on, let's show you what the 2970N2 is doing here. We've got a 1,000 watt slug in our meter, so we're going to be looking at the bottom scale. This is average first. Hello, audio. Audio. So what do we want to call that? 120, 140. Some people may say 150 average, but somewhere in that ballpark. And then this is your PEP or peak power. Hello, audio. A little bit over 300. So probably 325 or so. Again, perfect world, I'd have it right at 300, but we're just going to kind of run with what we got here. This is the best thing I had to test it with. Now, ideally, if you're going to run a low output radio and you want to run a driver into this, like a 2-pill 2290 would be almost perfect. 2-pill 454 would work as well. Where's my other slug at? Okay. So 2500 is what we're going to put in there. Yeah, it's not ever going to clear up, is it? Okay, whatever. You guys are going to have to take my word for it. 2500. All right, now we've gone from the bottom scale to we're going to be looking at the top scale. And we got our 6-pill fired up here. And we're just going to do average power first. Pretty quiet fans on this guy too, not too bad at all. Let's see, top scale here. Hello, audio. Audio. So getting close to 750. Pretty close to 750 average from a 200 watt or so dead key. And this will be your PEP here. Still looking at the top scale. Hello, audio 1500. You can tell this 2970's got all kinds of audio because I just barely breathe into the mic and it wants to go crazy. Hello, audio. Okay. So 1500, pretty easy as you please there. Now they will do more than this, okay? It will do more. It will probably, if you drove it hard and put the voltage into it, 1700, 1800 or so probably. PEP, but why? Why drive it any harder? It don't really serve any purpose. That's plenty. I mean, 750 average, you're essentially getting out of 6 transistors what you would get out of 8 regular 2879s, and that's pretty much the comparison. The 6-pill C will do pretty close to what an 8-pill standard will do. Okay, and that's like a 4-pill C box will do pretty close to what a 6-pill standard will do. That's just kind of the way they run. So, that's it. I hope you guys like it. I haven't done a video on one of these in a while. I may have done a video on this one before. Before I sold it, I may have tested it with like a 100-watt radio or something, and you guys can probably dig back and find this exact amp somewhere else on the YouTube channel here. But we'll take some pictures of it and get it listed up for sale. Alrighty, guys. Appreciate it. Fatboy. 6-pill 2879C. 8-pill cabinet. Dual fans. Nice running amp here. Lightly used, but definitely not abused. Alright, thanks everybody. See you, bye.